Good morning, afternoon, or night, everyone, depending on when or where you are watching this video. I'd like to try a new and different approach for today's reading. Now, I know how much of today's children love the Donkey King, or was it Donkey Kong? I don't really quite know. But I do know that quotes from the game are sure to tickle your ears, especially those said by the infamous Cranky King, Cranky Kong. Well, I certainly hope you enjoy this. From Donkey Kong Country. Donkey, I've had enough. That tie, turn it down. They can't keep this level of graphics up for much longer. We used to be lucky if we only got 3 shades of gray, let alone any real colors. Look at this. As I rock, my beard swings. Waste of frames, in my opinion. We never had any of this fancy 3D stuff. Oh no, we had to survive on what we had, and what little we did have we were happy with. Well, I've never seen anything like it. You know what they say, all graphics and no gameplay. I can't believe it. You trampled all over Naughty. Give me that giant banana. I will take care of it for you. Come on, get going. You can't rest yet. You sure showed that stupid bird who's boss. Good. That's another banana back. Now go down to Vine Valley and find the others. Well, you told him to buzz off. You looked in trouble for a while. Come on, hand it over. I will take that banana for you. Make sure you wrap up warm. I have got a feeling you'll need to. Are my old eyes playing tricks? I'm sure I have seen that beaver before. Where could it have been? Grab the banana and give it to me. Head down the mountain to the factory. Oh dear, call that tin can a boss? Surely K. Rool can come up with better than that. Maybe a bucket or perhaps a really nasty fridge. Come on, you are nearly there now, just Chimp Caverns to go. It's just like the old days, reusing the boss, changing its color and pretending it is completely new. That's it, only K. Rool left to beat. Come on, let's go and kick his scaly butt. Quotes from Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. You see what they did there? Conquest, huh? Alright, if you somehow get back safely from this and bring back that good-for-nothing donkey with you, I'll admit that maybe you have what it takes after all, but if you don't, there will never be more than cheap cameo roles for you in this future, my boy. Whisking off maidens and throwing barrels around the place 7 days a week I was. That's how I got where I am today, you know, hard work. None of this lazing around on the beach. Quotes from Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. So you've reached the bonus game then, have you? It's not a simple game of questions and answers this time, though. Now you've got to beat yours truly if you want to win any prizes. You fraudster, I'm off to consult my lawyers about this. Get out of my tent now, you cheeky ape. Wait till I tell your parents. Hey, you cheeky monkey. Have this as a bonus prize. Check this out. It's my 8-ball air juggle. A killer, isn't it? Try again, you knucklehead. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses on, would you? Quotes from the instruction booklets. You're only reading this because you're bored. Trough's a pig, Scoff's a hippo, and both are big, slow, and useless. I can't believe you're still reading this. What you need is a good thrashing. Does anybody ever actually use these memo pages? Waste of paper, if you ask me. Tired of me? You're lucky I'm here to brighten up this boring manual. Nope. None of these baddies are in. They must have slipped in the wrong instruction manual or something. Copy? Who'd want to copy this game? Someone sure has a vivid imagination. I've been everywhere, and I can tell you that none of these places actually exist. What's going on here? Dixie should be the damsel in distress, not one of the stars. I wouldn't believe a word of this. I've been everywhere, and I found only 2 locations, bad ones at that. Look at that fancy box. Look at the size of this instruction manual. You don't think they would have gone to all this trouble if the game was any good, do you? Bah! The lad had a couple of frames in DKC, and now he thinks he's a big star. So let's see what nonsense they've made up for this game, shall we? Well, I have to hand it to them. This time they've managed to come up with a decent storyline that doesn't involve the usual golden bananas. Only joking, kids. This one's worse than all the previous efforts put together. I know you probably aren't expecting a bestseller, but wait till you hear this load of rubbish. Diddy is quick, nimble, and courageous, but still a bit of a lightweight when compared to my fine physique. He's also got this new-fangled thing he calls a jet barrel, but it sounds like nothing more than a lot of hot air to me. Tiny can also shrink in size, although I reckon that one's nothing more than a marketing gimmick and won't even be in the game. Those silly, stretchy arms give Lanky plenty of potential, but I'm sure he'll be too busy clowning around to be of much use. Just remember that we rightfully expect our expertise to be rewarded, so do collect a good haul of banana bunch coins before you even think about disturbing me, won't you? My powerful potions will give you abilities you've never dreamed of and certainly don't deserve, assuming, of course, you can afford my modest asking fee. Now don't you go asking me for a potion of gameplay, as even my genius can't rescue this game from its rightful destiny in the bargain bin. I could defeat K. Rool single-handedly, of course, but then you wouldn't have a game to play, would you? I knew they'd have to have something like this. The Kongs will be so weighed down with all the garbage they have to collect, I can't see them getting past the 2nd level. You can view all this silly nonsense and some other stuff I don't understand by pressing start during your game. Now, where did they put the level I designed? I can't seem to find it. It was called the Great Gerda Grapple, as I remember. Oh, I must have spent at least 3 minutes working on it. I even drew them a fancy little picture. Bah, it must have been too good for them. The kids would have refused to play their fancy 3D levels once they'd gotten a taste of my 2D girder action. Don't give up hope, though. They might have hidden it somewhere like a priceless gem, hoping that no one will ever find it. Elsewhere in Gloomy Galleon, you'll find a hulking structure that's a bit dim and doesn't work. Yes, I know you already know about Chunky, but this is also true of an eerie lighthouse. Let's see if you can get them both working and be of some use. Tough luck, kid. I've been told to keep my mouth shut, as they want to keep all the good stuff for a money-making strategy guide. I'm sure some of it will be here on the newfangled internet thing as well. So I suggest you take a look-see there. You could also ask your friends, assuming, of course, you've got any. If all else fails, you'll just have to play better. The best switch is the one on top of your N64, as you can turn off your silly 3D adventure and let me get some sleep. I can't be bothered to tell you any more about Snide, so you'll have to ask him what he's doing in this game when you meet him. DK is a leader of this mangy bunch and tells me that he has learned a whole new bunch of mean, reptile-stomping moves. I doubt whether they will be any better than his old ones, but we shall see, shan't we? Funky stocks the following shooters, all of which can hopefully be upgraded, if you can get that far into the game without falling asleep. Golden bananas are the most precious item in the game, apart from me, of course. You'll need plenty of these to progress through the levels. If you find more than 10, I'll be surprised. Special. Ha! I'd sure like to know what makes these items any better than the others. They look just as useless to me. Probably because they're slightly larger and a little shinier, I suppose. Also found in the level lobbies, the information concealed behind these wrinkly doors should be used as a last resort only. Or as a first resort if you are a really poor player. Let me know if you find a banana port that can take me out of this sorry game, and I'll be there in a flash. Jump in these to be transformed into an animal body. I just hope they've included poor old Winky and Espresso this time instead of that bone-brained rhino that always seems to get in the games. I've never seen so much worthless rubbish. I'm surprised they don't give you a special trash barrel to haul it all around in. Visit me first and give me all your coins. I'm far more useful than these other sad-looking bums. Well, I certainly hope you loved that. I hate to have gotten all rude with his remarks, but that's the way his character is, if I'm correct. I don't know. My daughter played this game a while back, so I don't remember exactly if it's right. But if it was good enough, I hope that this quote thing is a pretty good listen to. I mean, Cranky King is pretty darn good. Kong! I meant Kong. Yes,